your dreams. They were crumpled up like leaves from holding on too tight, scattered in her shoebox coffin on the cardboard walls, all covered up in butterflies. Well, she's got blood on her hands for her babies and hope on her mind for tomorrow, and got love in her heart for her babies, holding the last bit of time that's borrowed, but you never know where that heart has been no more. And we'll never know just how hard it's been. I wanna crawl open my chest and let her in, right? But that won't fix what needs to mend. So she stands there, unlit cigarette in hand, filling up that empty hole with anything that'll pour. Inside, hanging out like a flare. Warning, there's beauty in that pain. Can you see it? She's crashing through life with seatbelt hands, one accident away from a miracle. And there's an honesty there, but I can't take it all in. She has the worst of it, and the wrinkles in, and that's the ache you get when there's nowhere else to go, and she's got nowhere else to go. She doesn't want to go there, so I promise I'll go with her. I promise I'll go with her. Sometimes I feel like I have a tornado inside of me, you have it inside of you. And sometimes it doesn't move. I sort of bloom late, but I know it's still there. It still twitches, I'm still flinching, I'm hiding in the basement, trying to keep my head down, trying not to get shocked, trying to keep the windows boarded up, trying to find the words that need a home too, and that home might be you. While a storm stays eating at the front door of my mind. Out of stranded somewhere between home and where I live, waiting for the sun to begin like a killer, until I can know the coast is clear. If it comes from the sky and it's bad, it must be God, it must be mad. I could change its mind to never mind, so I told myself that if I quit moving, I died. So I started it spinning and spinning and spinning around. For each other. Never leave, never give up. I hope you never experience like Washer's Heights. Kind of unfortunate place that can pick you to take more, even if it gives me all of it. We are homeless in our houses, there are no guarantees. Even in our houses, we are homeless, there are no guarantees. It's been 30 days, maybe 34, since I left my house, tossing grown out. The fires burn below, the pistons creak and groan. Under my feet the tension grows, built up like the leaves around my door. And they can say it better than I can. After months of neglect, I could start over again if I would just let it. This is how we live when we live somewhere, with quiet nights inside, making plans to make a life, to keep it all safe inside and outside. Dear anyone, do you know what that's like? Remembering all of it. Our building pieces stacked on top, stretch over each other and packed in. Keep it simple, just keep it. Go on. The channel turns against the keel, there's no turning back. The midnight light is nervously in my bed in their cold sheets, hiding the thunder inside of me. My young wife made this shirt, I'm turning to the dirt. My hat on my hand and my feet off the ground, at least it's a start. If it has to be, I'll starve on my own. Living better, yeah, I think that was the goal. The oil moves, beats the machine, the pressure builds. The wild side is rattling. Picture and the smoke trap, piss pack the rings. My heart's been dreaming about sparks. It's heavy bullets strengthening my last resolve. It's all burned up, the fire's gone. You can have it all. And early morning calls, and I'm not there to start. My watch is on the table, ticking in the dark. Well, there's money in the walls of my heart for you, my friend. Even if it all has to end, I'm still glad you were my friend. Make you what else, never thought you 3 fingers in the wind. Yeah, hi, 3 fingers in the wind. And we jump go on. along with me when you don't go on. Why something that just go on? Sing along with me. Why something done? That's something done. Why sing along with you? Let's sing along with me when you don't go on. That's something done when I don't go on. Sing along with me. Why something done? Why something done? I'll sing along with you. Let's sing along with me. On fire, and I couldn't understand why. Burned me all down to the ground. You said the fire's on the inside. Flames dancing like ghosts behind the windows. Pain jumping from the walls. You want to keep this private, I can see that, but you can't ask it of me, we've only just met. I said we need hope now more than ever before. Do you believe it? The answer is silence. I'll take it as a no. We all want to be normal anyways. We all want to be somewhere else, somewhere we live, but that's not reality, it's just point of view. Let's not talk about the weather and whether or not there's really rain in the clouds, unless you just want to know if I feel the same as you. It's more measuring up than just wasting time, but time is not on our side, you're burning. Rain would only be a temporary fix, and there's just no place right now for cute ironies like that anymore. You're a house on fire. We just sing them different. You sing the words, but you don't know the song. You expect us all to sing along. How selfish, the lengths that we go to, but so much distance between us is staggering. You're burning a mind with stress and light. Hold hands in flame, trying to hold the fire inside. Drop and roll, repeat line for emphasis. I'll repeat it until you believe it. You're gonna be okay, say it to me. The answer's still silent, so take it as a maybe. I wanna knock down that door and I throw it on a pinprick. Come right to the dark, but I spill off the contents. On our knees, short to the remnants. Pour out your hate to my hands, I'll let them slip right here through my fingers. And this is for all of us. It's just for the times that we only listen long enough to know that the other person we're talking to had the same opinions that we do. When we're burning inside, when we're trying to hide that fact. This is for the scalps that we went after. We're only the best dressed, add another notch on our belts, put another feather in our headdress. Well, I want to be the bigger man for you, but I can't take all this truth. I'm trying to kick the habit here, but these track marks are 100 proof. Oh, burn me all down to the ground. You said, well, I'll kick through your ashes. Hope they sober up my head. all born to broken people on their most honest day of living. And since that first breath, we'll need grace that we never given. Well, I've been haunted by some standard red devils and white ghosts, and it's not only when these eyes are closed. These lies are ropes, and I tied into my stomach, but they hold the ship together, tossed like leaves in this weather. My dreams are sails, and I point towards my true north, stretch them over my rib bones and pray that it gets better. But it won't. At least I don't believe it will. So I built a wooden heart inside this iron ship to sail these blood-red seas and find your coast. Don't let these waves wash away your hopes, no. This warship is sinking, and I still believe in anchors. Pulling fistfuls of rotten wood from my heart, I still believe in saviors. As we're all made out of shipwrecks, every single board, washed and bound like crooked teeth on these rocky shores. So come on and let's wash each other with tears of joy and tears of grief, and fold our lives like crashing waves and run up on this beach. Come on and sew us together. We're just some tattered rags stained forever. We only have what we remember. Well, I'm the barely living son of a woman and man who barely made it, but we're making it, taped together on broad crutches and new starts. We all have the same holes in our hearts. Everything falls apart. The exact same time that it all comes together perfectly for the next step. But my fear is this prison, and I keep locked below the main deck. I keep a key under my pillow, it's quiet and it's hidden. My hopes are weapons, and I'm still learning how to use right, but they're heavy, and I'm awkward. I'm always running out of fight. So I've carved a wooden heart, put it inside this sinking ship, hoping it would help me float for just a few more weeks. But I'm all made out of shipwrecks, every twisted beam, lost and found like you and me, I scattered it on the sea. So come on and let's wash each other with tears of joy and tears of grief, and fold our lives like crashing waves and run up on this beach. Come on and sew us together. We're just some tattered rags stained forever. We only have what we remember. Tastes like house fire and salt water. I wear this tide like loose skin. Come on and rock me to sea. If we hold on tight, we'll hold each other together and not just be some fools rushing to die in our sleep, shocking each other back to life. All these machines will rust, I promise, but we'll still be electric, shocking each other back to life. Your hand in mine, my fingers in your veins connected. Our spines connected, our bones inside. Because our church is made out of shipwrecks, every single board, from every hole these rocks have claimed. We pick ourselves up and try and grow better through this change. So come on and let's wash each other with tears of joy and tears of grief, and fold our lives like running waves and run up on this beach. Come on and sew us together. We're just some tattered rags stained forever. We only have what we remember. If you find yourself all alone or in prison, whether behind bars or in inside your mind, there is a plan. There's a plan. There's a way out. It's all happening the way it should. If you're behind bars, inside your mind, there is a plan. If you feel yourself tied down or in danger, if it's on the tracks or inside your heart, all that will pass. Promise, promise, promise. All that will pass. There's a way out. It's all happening the way it should. If you're tied down inside your heart, all that will pass. If you push yourself to the edge and feel like jumping, if it's 10 flights up or even more than that, just hold on. Just hold on. There's a way out. All that will pass. There's a plan. If you're on the edge and feel like jumping, just hold on. If you've taken yourself underwater and you aren't breathing and you're drowning in your life, you're drowning in your life, it's something more than that. It's all on. There's more of that. It's all happening the way it should anyways. If you're underwater and you aren't breathing, there's more of that. There's more of that. There's more of that. innocuous finish claims she grew up from a grain of sand. With every year wider, she bloomed a little bit longer to the roof of the sky with outstretched hands. She made friends with the sun, shared enemies with no one, and counted weeks like she should have counted days. And swallowed handfuls of nights so she could sleep tight and turn her thoughts from its stone cold, well, its stone cold ways. And this is the beginning, the start of the ending. You can't die from a broken heart. Or from the time the sun rose to the space where it fell away, she would love and it wouldn't take part. And every day she would echo. In every single way she should let go. But she had her in her sights, Cupid's icy arrows, so, well, so what? Mountains all broken. And I can see that her blood's red and she's got feelings and they always get spilled both without thinking, no. Without thinking, no, without thinking, well, without thinking, no. And I can see that her blood's red and she's got feelings and they always spill them both without thinking, no, without thinking. They weren't thinking well, they weren't thinking well. And I can see that your blood's red and I got feelings and I always spill them both without thinking now, without thinking. I wasn't thinking well, I wasn't thinking well. I can see that our blood's red. We got feelings and we always felt that both without thinking no, without thinking. What were we thinking? We weren't thinking what were we thinking now? Thank you, good night. Thanks, Rino. Good luck.
Yep, live. Guys, oh my gosh, that was Listener. Were they incredible? They're amazing. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the middle of that set. Thank you for bearing with us. This has been quite a day. We are now at hour 10 of 12. Is that right? Is that how math works? Yes, I'm questioning myself. Gonna crack open a Northtown native from Cinderblock. What a refreshing beverage that is. Oh boy, it just hits you. You know, that's where I would go to get a beer nearby. Cinderblock. thank you guys for tuning in all day. This has been absolutely insane. When we conceptualized this, I've had night terrors for weeks just thinking about this day and how stressful and anxiety-driven it was going to be. And it actually hasn't been at all. It's been incredibly fun because this has reminded me what a strong community we have around the Rhino. We've had incredible volunteers coming in and helping out. We've had Alex Garnett and Ben McBee running audio and visual all day. They've been absolutely slaying it. Zach helping with all the graphic design. Michael helping in on social media. Courtney coming in as our relief pitcher, just helping out with audio, everything. It's been absolutely phenomenal. And to see your comments online it's honestly, it's the reason why we run a venue. You don't make money running a venue. Hopefully you keep afloat long enough to stay open. And what you do is you're trying to build a community. You're trying to build a scene. And it shows us that we're doing something right if this many people care about this place as much as we do. So thank you so much. I know that asking for people to watch for 12 hours. I'm sure almost nobody has watched all 12 hours. Although my shout out to my wife's grandma, who I do think maybe has watched all 12 hours. And this next hour will be a real test for her. We'll see how she does. Hang in there, Nana. But yeah, so I'm very excited. The thing about the Rhino is I personally do view this place as a music venue and a comedy club. To me, it's both. And today, we've been really celebrating the music. But I felt from the moment that we decided we were going to do this, that we had to have a full hour of uncut live comedy. I think that comedy works at its best when it's live, and there's a little bit of a tightrope walk to it. There's a possibility that it could go wrong. And so I'm very thrilled that we're going to be able to capture that element of it. So thanks again for tuning in all day long. This is our last hour of what we'll call entertainment, and then we've got one more hour after that from 11 to 12 where we're going to recap and talk numbers and say thank you for everything. But you still have time to donate. You still have some time to bid on some of the auction items. There's some very cool stuff up, including I believe a happy hour at Crane Brewing. There's a prize package from Boulevard Brewing. Aaron Scarborough, he is going to do an art commission for you, all sorts of cool stuff like that. So be sure to check out the auctions. And this next hour is uncut live comedy that I'm only going to give the warning once. So if the kids are watching, send them to bed or have them ruined. Either. It's your choice. I'm not going to tell you how to parent. But I'm very excited about this next hour of this showcase of comedians that we have for you. Kansas City is an incredible comedy city. And venues like us and the Comedy Club of KC, our goal is to shine a light on that. And so I'm glad that we're able to, tonight we're going to bust into your living room and onto your phone and all that jazz and show you some awesome KC comedy. So please welcome to the stage your host of this comedy showcase, Lynn Nevertell!
Yeah! Uncut comedy, yeah! Don't send the kids to bed, keep 'em up. Let's ruin some kids. Let's ruin kids. No, we get to say, without having it bleeped, yeah! Oh my God, guys, I am so happy to be here. I am happy that this place is open again. Please keep donating. This is gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, you're gonna hear a lot of, haven't this year been stressful for everybody tonight? And I'm gonna be the one that started out. This year's been stressful for everybody, right? And not gonna lie, I haven't been stressed about the virus. I was already stressed about going to hospitals in general. Not even going to hospitals. I was stressed about going to doctors. Because the thing with going to doctors is you can go in to go see a doctor and they give you an examination and they come back to you and they say, well, we did find something inside you, Mr. Navertell, and we could do absolutely nothing about it and you'd be pretty okay, honestly. Or we could do a 10-hour surgery, give you a $100,000 bill, and you'd still probably be okay. Okay, what would you recommend? Well, I can't really tell you what to do, bud. This is gotta be up to you. No, I did not come here to make decisions. I am here because I make bad decisions. The McDonald's workers not only know my order, they know my name by my voice. And that's because I don't make good decisions. You need to help me. I don't like doctors because they're inconsistent people. Like, they are so unsure of themselves. But you know who I trust with my medical expertise? Elderly Asian women. That's right, I said it. Elderly Asian women, people. They are the most confident in whatever they are gonna do for you. I was at a friend's house when I was 18, and again, I don't make good life decisions. I jumped over a railing, and I cracked open my head, I split open my lip, I'm bleeding everywhere. I go up to my friend's Cambodian mother, I said, I need to go to a hospital, and she looked at me, and she took one look, and she was like, fuck that, I fix you myself. What? Fuck that, I fix you myself. The Grand Canyon has formed in my head. I need anesthesia, bitch, please help me. And she takes me into the kitchen and she sits me down and she starts like humming behind me. Like I hear her just like humming and mixing stuff together like She's just like humming the Last Airbender intro for some reason. And she's like mixing stuff together. She's putting spices, paprika. I think she sacrificed a goat at one point. Just and she pours this concoction into my head, and it works. Like, I don't feel pain anymore. There's a little scar. I can't really do math, but I couldn't before, so no loss, no gain. And then in April, the president comes out and says, the cure for the virus could very well be in somebody's cabinet. And everyone else is like, what a load of shit. And I'm in the back like, I know the bitch who has it. I swear I do. I'm not gonna lie. I know the world's been on fire, but I'm having a pretty decent year. I'm not gonna lie. I got engaged in July. Yeah, we believe in love. Donate to the Rhino, please. And things are going well. Like, things are going really well. We're starting to like plan everything out. We're gonna probably get married next year. We're looking at a couple different dates. The venue we had told us they had 2 dates open. They said we could either get married on September 18th, 2021, or we can save some money and get married a week before. And I totally was like, yeah. Don't you fucking beat me to a funny part, Caitlin. Yeah, I would totally love to save some money, man. And my fiance, my lovely fiance, just looked at me and said, I am not getting married on 9/11. But like no one would forget, you know what I mean? Like, you've been to Western weddings, you've been to medieval night weddings. When was the last time you went to a September 11th themed wedding, people? Like, you could have some fun, you could send the invites out and just be like, never forget to RSVP, people, come on, let us know you're coming, let us know what you're gonna have. Would you like the steak or the chicken or the truth of what happened? Instead of the bride and groom toppers, it's the towers. I'm kidding, I'm done, please keep donating. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, who are you going to laugh at? And I'm very fortunate to be marrying this woman. Like, she is so far out of my league. Like, when we first started dating, people thought that she was my handler. Like, we'd be walking around and people would see us and they'd be like, good for you, Lynn! And she lets you walk around without a helmet. Way to go, buddy! You will be working on shape soon enough, I swear. And like I said, I'm fortunate to be marrying her because, like, some of my friends don't have as good of luck. Like, do you have those friends that, like, they've got pretty much everything together? Like, they've got a good job, a good car, but for some reason, they just can't stop dating Applebee's line cooks. Like, that is their zodiac sign. Some people like Gemini, some people like Leos, but for some reason, Abigail loves Kyle flipping burgers at Steak and Shake on the night shift. Like, that is what gets her Randy, baby. And I'm trying to help her. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's going on with her, like, what the issue was. And I think I figured it out. I think the issue is, like, the more things that you have wrong with you, the more she is, like, attracted to you. You know, like, she would talk to somebody and be like, ooh, you got a cease and desist order out for you, baby. Ooh, more like a let me seize that dick order, son. Come on over here. And, like, I'm trying to help her. Like, I'm trying to introduce her to, like, some different kinds of guys. And I actually introduced her to one of my friends, and I thought they hit it off. They met one time. He thought she was very pretty. She thought he was very nice. I thought, okay, this is gonna work. And then we have this big party where I invite both of them, and he shows up looking very nice, and she shows up looking very nice with a date. And I just looked at my friend. I was like, I got nothing, bro. I tried. And he was just like, what the fuck is this? I was just like, I don't know. Let me go ask her. It could be nothing serious. And I go up to her, and I talk to her. I introduce myself to the guy. Super nice. And I pull her aside. I'm like, hey, who is this guy? And she goes, oh, him? Oh, he is just an old flame that drove down from Minnesota on his motorcycle for the weekend to experience Kansas City. But don't you worry, there is nothing serious going on, nothing at all. Okay. I go back over to my friend, and he says, hey, what's the situation? And I say, that's the guy she's gonna marry. And she got mad. I told him that. She was like, why would you tell him that? I was just like, what do you want me to tell him, okay? That a guy drove down from Minnesota to experience Kansas City, which you're obviously just calling Kansas City your pussy. Like, what do you want me to tell him? Like, if he had came down here on a horse shirtless, that would be a movie. It would be called Seize That Dick Order 2. This time it's personal, okay? It can't be Laugh Lab if the last joke doesn't hit. It just can't be. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. We have got a great show lined up. This first person coming up, he is one, yes, clap for me! Clap for me! This can't be a live stream, they can't enjoy it! This first guy coming up, he's actually one of my great friends. He's done a lot for me over the years. Please give it up for Mr. Jack Merriwell, everybody.
Oh my goodness, North Kansas City, how we doing? Oh, doing crowd work for no crowd. That's how you do comedy right there. Before I get started, I just want to tell you guys how I booked this gig tonight. About a month ago, my agent called me, and she was like, Jack, you've played New York, you've played Los Angeles. I think you're ready for North Kansas City. And I was like, all right, tell me about the gig. And she was like, well, it's a telethon during COVID with no crowd in the house. And I was like, oh, that could be a problem. I'm fine with no crowd, but can we still put like 20 empty chairs in the room? Just so it feels like a regular gig for me. What I'm trying to say is I'm very glad to be here tonight, guys. I'm especially glad to be here because before I left to come to the show, I saw a spider in my house. You ever see a spider that's so big your day changes? Yeah. Just like walking through your living room like, oh shit, clear my calendar. I was gonna eat lunch in there, but now it looks like I'm gonna go sit in my car for 4 hours and strategize. I don't know, I wish that joke had a better punchline, but I don't know how the story ends. I just came here. Now I can't go home. I think I'm just on tour. That's right. This is night one of my however the fuck long spiders live comedy tour. Thank you guys for showing up, man. Let me ask you guys this question. You ever say something and by the time it gets out of your mouth, you know it's a mistake, but there's nothing you can do about it at this point? You know what I'm talking about? Happened to me the other day. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me a story. And in the story, he was confused about something. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to say, that's nuts, or if I wanted to say, oh, that's a head scratcher. And what my brain did is it put those two ideas together so that what I said was, oh, that's a nut scratcher, which it's not a thing people say. Son of a bitch. Probably the most embarrassing time I ever said the wrong thing and realized it right away. I was sitting in the stall of a public bathroom, and I hear the door of the bathroom open. Somebody walks in, and I guess they couldn't tell if my stall was occupied or not because they walked up and knocked on the door of my bathroom stall, which for my money, that is the single most terrifying moment in all of the human experience. I panicked and yelled the first thing that popped into my head, which was, no thank you! Now, what did I think it was, a fucking door-to-door salesman? No thank you? Or some kind of men's room Girl Scout selling cookies? Like, no thanks, honey, I don't need any tag-alongs just now. I don't know what you're even supposed to say in that situation. Somebody knocking on your bathroom door stall. Who is it? Like, anyway. That was the new part of that joke. And it very quickly became the old part of that joke. So we got a thing in Kansas City here. It's called Carvana. It's the vending machine for cars. You guys know about that? Yeah. Car vending machine blows my mind, man. Shit, can you imagine if that motherfucker ate your money? You just dropped $28,000 worth of quarters in the slot. No car comes out. Oh, shit. You're looking around for anyone who can help. You're like, hey, man, hey, come here for a second. Hey, do you mind buying the next 4Runner and see if it knocks mine down too? Because that's my Kit Kat strategy with vending machines. I think a Trojan condom is a lot like the Trojan horse. Because if you're wearing a Trojan condom, you're basically saying to your partner, baby, I have a gift for you. And if you let it into your fortress, I swear it's not going to break open in the middle of the night, releasing a bunch of tiny soldiers who proceed to ruin everyone's lives. All right, Ben, you got that joke and laughed, and I appreciate you very much for that. But I hope everyone in this room and watching online recognizes how badass that joke is, guys, all right? I just took the Iliad, which is a 7th century BC Greek text by the philosopher Homer, and worked that shit into a motherfucking dick joke, guys. That's unprecedented stand-up comedy right there. I'll leave you guys with this. I've noticed that from time to time in English, we will steal an adjective or an adverb from a foreign language and use that word for everything. For example, in the early 90s, we took the French très, as in très radical or très awesome. In the early 2000s, it was the German Uber, as in uber cool, or hey man, that's uber tight. I feel like we're due again, and I hope the next language we steal from is Swahili. As in, John, I like your new shoes there. Awesome. Or baby, I want to you like an animal tonight. Miguel, I don't know why I was staring at you while I said that. That's my bad. I apologize about that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Thanks a lot, and donate as much as you can to the Rhino, guys.
She actually runs a show at the Rhino, Pomp and Circumstance. Please give it up for Miss Caitlin Rounds, everybody!
Hey, how's everyone doing? You've already answered that a few times. Wow, it's really nice to be back on stage at the Rhino and all of that. I'm really excited for tonight. So thank you to Ben and Lynn and everyone for getting everything together. So yeah, it's very weird. I got thrown off. I haven't done a live set in a while, so I am not used to like the whole taking a mask off right before. So little bit. So the first time that I ever went back to my boyfriend's apartment, he gave me a heads up. He was like, just so you know, my cat is kind of a dick. And I go, all right. I was like, cats love me. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Like, you're over-exaggerating. Everyone thinks that about their own cat. And then we got there, I walked in, and immediately the cat came up and like nuzzled my leg and was purring. And I would go, see, you were totally wrong. Cats love me. And before I could get the love me out, his cat vomited on my feet and then hissed at me. And so, yeah. Well, at least I got an honest one. It was still in like the top 3 dates of all time. The bar is pretty low. We paid for dinner and it wasn't human vomit, so. I don't know if anyone else has had extra time on their hands in the last few months. I've gotten really into a bunch of hobbies, and yeah, I am just as uncomfortable with social interactions as that sounded. I got really into embroidery, actually, the thing that they do in Little House on the Prairie, because they have no lights or electricity or ice. Embroidery, it's cool now. It's the, you sew the needle point stuff. It's cool now though, guys. It's not like it used to be. People will like embroider the word like bitch onto things, or like boobies, or like a dildo, or if they're like a super cool master embroiderer, all three. Those are the awesome ones. Those are the ones that make 62-year-old women unsubscribe from that subreddit. I've gotten into it, and I've been sharing some of the stuff I've done on my Instagram. And I had one of my old friends contact me, and she goes, "Hey, I'd love to have you do a commission piece for me." And I was so excited, like it means that someone thought like my work was good enough to pay for it, all this stuff. And I go, "Oh, yeah, awesome, what do you want?" And she goes, "Oh, I've got like this blanket from that my dog Trixie uses. Could you embroider like a cartoon of her face and her name?" And I go, "Oh my God, yeah, of course. I will absolutely do that. Trixie's so cute. I can't wait till you send me pictures of her with it." And then she told me that actually they had put down Trixie the day before, and they were putting the blanket with her when they buried her. And I was like, that's not like the best Etsy shop photo op. So if anyone like wants something embroidered that they're not gonna put like 6 feet under in a pet cemetery, let me know. Love to have something to put on an Etsy shop that doesn't have a recently deceased dog. I told my boyfriend about that, and he was like, "Wait, how long did she give you to do the embroidery?" I was like, 2 weeks. He goes, "What are they doing with the dog?" I was like, "Sometimes you just don't ask questions. It's fine." I already watched a lot of TV, and now I just watch TV like 24 hours a day. I'm not really sure if I sleep anymore or just like close my eyes while the TV's running. But I got really into, near the beginning of COVID, got really into Grey's Anatomy, just because I wanted to see people listening to doctors, I think. And I'm sure there's Patrick Dempsey plays a character on it. He plays a brain surgeon, Dr. Derek Shepard. Yeah, we got a big fan. He's got great hair and an amazing success rate, but they mostly talk about the hair. And I looked up, because I loved the character, I looked up Patrick Dempsey and found out that he, might shock you, but he's insane. He's so hot that he has to be, I feel like. So apparently his mom had cancer 5 times, then the 6th time ended up dying from it. Very sad. Patrick Dempsey decided to open a cancer center hospital in her memory. He named it the Patrick Dempsey Cancer Center and Research Hospital. I have never heard of anyone going there, and this hospital is huge, like ginormous. I think it's like way I don't think anyone would ever admit that they went to a TV doctor's hospital. Like every single viral post you've seen shared by like those girls you went to high school with that are in like MLMs, like that is like that, where it's like someone who said that they cured cancer through essential oils. I think they actually went to the Patrick Dempsey Cancer Research Hospital because it's less embarrassing to say that you believe in the curative property of the essence of lemon than like to say that you got treated by Dr. McDreamy. Yeah. I've got one more fun joke. That's always a good way to talk about things. It's been a while since I've interacted with more than 2 people. I had a really weird interaction with a woman in a Walmart parking lot the other day, which is not the first time that sentence has ever been said. And basically, I had gotten out of my car. I was wearing my mask because, obviously, and I walked by her. And she just like looked at me and started laughing, which first of all, in case anyone's taking notes, that's not how you start an interaction. And then she goes, and then I like looked at her and she goes, I just think it's pretty funny how you're okay being like a good girl, she put it in quotes, playing into the liberal propaganda and covering your face, but you're really okay exposing your midriff. Pretty ironic. And I had like a bunch of things go through my head at once. First of all, that's like not what ironic means. Second, I'm sure she has not read any articles about the spread of COVID, but I can assure you that we do not inhale and exhale through our belly button, so it really doesn't matter what shirt I'm wearing. But third, which was like the reason I looked most confused, is I had very much put on a shirt that was not a crop top before I left the house. And it turns out my t-shirt had just gotten like caught up and like folded underneath my bra strap in the back, and I didn't realize. And so she said all of that to me, and then I just ended up like looking down and back over both of my shoulders and then like pulling my shirt down and going, oopsie daisy, and just kept walking. So I think I just like accidentally confirmed everything she thought about people that wore masks in that moment. I'm really sorry. Thank you guys so much.
Ooh, yeah, keep it going for Caitlin Rounds, everybody. Oh, what I truly do love about the show is everyone on the show is my friend. I love that they're all doing cool and wonderful things. This next guy coming up actually has a book called Book of Suicide Notes. Take from that what you will. I give it up for my good friend Dayton Bissett.
Yeah, advertise my book when Rino's trying to get money. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, Rino. Yeah, all right, cool. Here we are. Hey, so my girlfriend recently suspected I was cheating on her. She was like, Dayton, I'm done playing games. So I packed up that Monopoly board and brought it to my other girlfriend's house. She's more fun to play games with anyway. I don't know. No, I'm actually not that great with relationships. One of my exes broke up with me, and her excuse for breaking up with me was she didn't want to distract me from my dreams. So here I am, living that dream. Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. Hey, there's so much porn, you know? You guys watch porn? Yeah, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of porn. I love porn. You know, a few kids had to have come out of it, you know? A few kids conceived during the adult filming. I want to make a movie about these kids and call it Children of the Porn. Like that hack humor? That good stuff. No, anyway, I want to make a show that's like The Bachelor, but he has to keep all the other girls a secret. Is that a good idea, a good pitch? No, anyway, yeah, that's, Anyway, I was a lifeguard. I used to be a lifeguard, and it was pretty cool. As a lifeguard, I met a lot of cool people. Like, for example, I met this guy named Mark. Now, Mark has been lifeguarding since before I was ever born. He's deep in his 40s, and he never talks. And one day I had break with Mark, and we were the only people in the break room, so I sat next to him. And out of curiosity, I asked him, I was like, hey, man, what's kept you here this long? Why have you been doing this for as long as you've been doing this? Expecting him to say something cute, like I do it for the kids or something. But no, Mark responded with, all that ass. That was the only thing I've ever heard him say. The best part about him saying that is he is not joking. He was 100% serious. The worst part about him saying that is he works at the baby pool. So, yeah. In a way, he does just do it for the kids. What a cool guy. No, I was lifeguard. Yeah, one of my worst fears in life was drowning. And I told a friend this, and he was like, that's avoidable. Just don't swim. And I was like, hey, dumbass, not swimming is like the #1 cause of drowning. Idiot. All right. All right. Has anyone ever seen a motorcycle cop arresting somebody? How does that work? What do they do? They're just like, you're under arrest. Hop on. They handcuff your arms around them. If you are what you eat, shouldn't there be multiple names on Jeffrey Dahmer's gravestone? Yeah. Last night I had a fever dream, but in that dream I worked at an Advil factory, so it ended up okay. When I was a kid, I loved daycare because when I wasn't at daycare, I was at the opposite, night neglect. Anyone been there? Familiar place. Hey, if Japanese people were endangered, whales probably wouldn't be. Something to think about. Hey, walruses have one of the largest penises of all mammals, and they live in the Arctic. Imagine how big it must be outside the cold. Probably massive. My dad has a bald spot. My dad has a bald spot. In other words, his dog has cancer. That's a joke, right? All right. No, hey, Lord of the Rings sounds like someone who's been divorced too many times. Is that a... Oh, boy. No, it's cool to be doing comedy. It's cool that it's back, kind of. I've always wanted to do it, but I was like scared. I was scared of everything. I was scared to even tell anyone I ever wanted to do stand-up. The first person I ever told I wanted to do comedy was my grandpa when I was 12 years old. I was like, Grandpa, I want to be a comedian. And he was like, a comedian? Oh, yeah? Like Larry the Cable Guy? So, like, right off the bat, I was insecure about comedy. What? Larry the Cable Guy? That's like admitting to someone that your lifelong passion is to be a musician, and them saying a musician. Oh, yeah? Like Larry the Cable Guy? I don't know. All right, that's been me. It's past my bedtime. So
Everybody! Ooh! Like many of the people in this room, the Rino holds a special place in my heart. I love it to death. This next guy coming up spent 10 minutes one time telling me, roasting me on stage, telling me my mean ex-girlfriend was mean. Please give it up for Miguel Ruiz, everybody!
And I still stand by that, Lynn. Anyway, how you guys doing? I still think you're the 14th reason why. Fucking love Lynn. Thank you guys for coming out. This is a great place. I really like this place. I like the place where I could like stand on stage and pretend I'm gonna be a fucking Power Ranger, being like, try Janitorial, and I got the background ready to go. Oh man. So yeah, I'm Miguel Ruiz. I'm a janitor. I didn't know that was a fucking joke, but all right. Guess cleaning up after people's fucking funny. Here's where it is funny. I'm a janitor at my high school. Yeah. I'll clean up the rooms and like sometimes I'll see like math equations on the board. I solve that shit. It's like, psh, boom, got that. Beautiful mind kind of shit. Yeah. I know it's the wrong movie. Whatever. It's on you. It's on you, assholes. I do have a beautiful mind. Okay? It's gorgeous. Flourishing. No, man, I'll solve that shit, but like teachers will come to me like, dude, you don't know how to do long division at all. Oh, no, it's great. Like, I like seeing the notes students pass around each other. Here's one thing, like, here's where the current generation is dumb. And we were awesome. We were. This current generation is dumb. We would write our notes like Lynn, you're close enough. When you told, what is she now? Like your wife? I don't know what the fuck she is. Fiance? When you told her, hey, I like you, did you write it on a note or were you like man enough to be like, hey, what's up? Got this dick. What's up? Yeah, good. All right, good. Yeah, good for you. Because I was a pussy. I would write that shit on notes. You know, like, hey, you know, do you like me? Yes, no, maybe. Nowadays, you don't fucking know, man. Because you know why? They're writing it on the tables. They're writing it on the tables, dude. Hey, you like me? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm in 6th period telling this kid yes. I didn't even know this guy. But I'm just trying to stop a school shooting. So I don't want to do overtime. Man. I gotta clean that shit up. Sure the parents are sad, whatever, but man, I gotta go in on a Saturday. Screw that. Man. Oh, God. Hate this whole quarantine shit going on. It's awful. I've been watching way too much Hulu. I've been watching like that show, My 600 Pound Life. Have you guys seen this? Yeah, I'm not even watching it for the show. I'm watching it for the recipes. At this time. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, 3 tacos on a pizza? Let's do it. Oh, man. Yeah, no. Some of the commercials during this quarantine have just been like ridiculous to me. There's this one company going out right now, Carvana. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Carvana. We're the new car vending machine. Kiss my dick. Whatever. I ordered a car from there, and it sucked. It really sucked, because I ordered it, and I paid for it, and guess what? Got caught on the window. I had to shake that machine to try to get my car out of there. I had to call a buddy over, and we shook the shit out of it. And guess what? Got 2 for the price of 1. It was very nice. Oh man. I'm glad I got out of here. I really am, because I'm so sick of watching porn. That's all I've been doing this whole quarantine. I've been watching quarantines. Like I watched episodes of like Bob's Burgers. I'm like, I've seen this one. Let's go to the next episode. The thing that's been bothering me though is VR porn. I don't know if you guys have seen VR porn. Virtual reality porn. It's awful. It's not necessary. It's an invention we don't need, because VR porn's already been invented. POV. Right? Why do you need goggles to jerk off? Seriously. Why do you need to put goggles on and be like, man, this dude's got a nice place. Holy crap, dude. All the action is right in front of you. You're just like, dude, this guy's got crown molding. Holy shit, this is nice. I mean, I can kind of get where you would want to be a virtual reality porn star, but it's not that great. You know, like you put on those goggles and you become a VR porn star. You know, you're fucking like virtual women, whatever. You know, you're partying with the virtual director. You know, after parties and whatnot, you know, hanging out doing virtual coke. That was a great scene, man. You know, hanging out, partying. But then that shit just numbs you out. You're not feeling anything. You're just doing virtual coke for whatever. You know. You start calling your parents. You're like, you don't know what the hell's going on. You know, you gotta get a grip on reality. So, you know, I'm gonna call my dad. I haven't talked to him in about 15 years. And try to get a grip on reality. But guess what? He's been dead for 3. And you don't know what the fuck to do after that, man. You just don't know. So you know, sometimes you just want to call it quits. So you hang up a virtual rope. You put your head right through it, and you just jump. Shit goes black, you know. Everything's dark. And you go, holy shit, that was the hardest I ever came. That was real, dude. That program was so real, dude. Like, holy shit, it was amazing. Oh, man. I'm just saying, David Carradine had a fucking point. So, who knows, man? We just gotta get Shark Tank on the thing just to have like a little release invention, so when you're jerking off and choking yourself, you don't die. All right. That's what I stand for, and I also stand for the fucking Rhino to keep this place open. And you know what? All of you who are online, donate what you can, and that's my time. You guys have a great night, all right? Thank you so much.
Woo! Yeah! Keep it going for Miguel Ruiz, everybody! And he's gonna go back and get the mask. Now this next guy, again, he's one of my great friends. He actually has a TED Talk on YouTube. That's not a joke. It's a legit TED Talk. He did a great job with it. Please give it up for Mr. Nick Nichols, everybody!
Oh, man, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't believe this pandemic was real until Red Lobster reduced their prices to $6. I was like, okay, they struggling. This is a real deal. $6 for an ultimate feast? Oh, these Cracker Barrel prices right here, I can do this. But for an extra $5, I just reached and grabbed the whole lobster off the tank. I'm like, y'all really need some money right now. Okay, well, this is real. COVID is real. They wouldn't do that. But this whole thing about, like, you know, during this whole time, we giving props to all the food servers and all the fast food places and all this stuff. And it amazes me, even during this pandemic, like McDonald's will still find ways to mess people up. Like I went to McDonald's, ordered a McChicken and a small fry. I got home, there was no chicken on my McChicken. It was just a McBun. Like, how you forget the 95% of the sandwich? Like, when you was wrapping it, you felt that it was just bread and mayonnaise. And yet you still packaged and gave it to me. ridiculous, man. This whole thing, it's been weird. It's definitely been weird, but I've been enjoying it because, you know, you have no choice being a comic. We doing all these virtual shows now, and I've been doing a lot of virtual Zoom shows, and you know, they not the best, but they're fun to me because people do not have the proper etiquette on these Zoom shows. Like the audience members are horrible because they just don't know. Like they be chilling in the dorm rooms. You know, all the dorm beds are small and laying on top of each other, and I'm performing. I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to watch a porno when I'm performing. Like, I feel like I'm about to have a threesome or something. Like, put your camera off or mute yourself, please. I'm trying to tell jokes. And this one lady was on a Zoom cooking. Like, it's weird being a comic and somebody just cooking right in front of you. Like, you listening to it? And then as she was cooking, she put the pot right in front of her camera. So now I'm telling jokes in front of a pot. And let me tell y'all something, that pot was the worst audience member I ever had. Oh man, it wouldn't buckle, it wouldn't smile, crack no laughter. I was really trying, like this pot is not going right now. I walked away from that show feeling like I was horrible. But this is the whole thing, like, I don't know, like this whole thing, like even when, you know, I miss live entertainment. I know a lot of people miss it. I love live entertainment. Like one of the best live entertainment events I've been to was a hypnotist. Now, do y'all believe in that? Like I don't believe in it, and then I went to go see it in person, and I still don't believe in it. But I do not have the guts to prove it wrong. Like, I don't believe in a lot of stuff. I don't have the guts to prove it wrong. Like, I don't believe in Bigfoot, but I'm not about to go in the woods searching for him, just in case. Just in case he's real. But yeah, I went to go see my wife. He asked for volunteers. My wife was like, ooh, I want to be hypnotized. I'm like, come on, Ma. We watched Get Out one too many times. Why you want to do this? She's like, he not going to hypnotize me. And he did. I had my phone out. I was recording everything. Like, this is blackmail, baby. And he told her to go to sleep. She fell asleep. Told her to wake up. She woke up, and she was a whole new woman. He had her doing things and saying things I never could get her to do. She actually knew what she wanted to eat. I'm like, what you want? She was like, I want a McBun. I said, oh, no, you hypnotized, baby. She was hypnotized. And then all her coworkers came up to her and said, hey, man, do you think your wife is faking? I'm like, nah, I know when she's faking. And she's not faking. She's clearly hypnotized. But I'm not that adventurous like that. Like, I do stand-up. That's like, you know, that's adventurous itself. But doing other stuff, like the most adventurous thing I ever did was try vegan food. And it caught me off guard. I didn't know. Like, I'm from St. Louis. I had a lot of White Castle sliders in my day, but I didn't know vegan food tore your little stomach up if you didn't pay attention to it. I had an Impossible Whopper, and that thing was definitely impossible to stay in my system. I was like... And my dumb stuff ate one right before a show. I was sitting there waiting on my name to get called to the stage. I got hungry, so I just went to Burger King across the street and got Impossible Whopper, started eating it. And right before I went on stage, all I heard was Jigsaw's voice. I would like to play a game. I said, uh-oh. You have 10 minutes. I said, oh, don't do me like that, man. And I waddled over to the bathroom, but then the host got on stage, said, come around, come, we got Nick Nichols, and I had to go and perform. And I was up there struggling. That was the first time I ever bombed on and off stage. It was horrible. I would not try that food even if I was high. And I don't even smoke, but I feel like if I smoked, I wouldn't try it again. Like, it's like, you know, when right before this pandemic, the Missouri Cannabis Career Fair came to Kansas City, you know, trying to employ some people, trying to get them jobs in the cannabis field. And then it stopped because of the whole shutdown. But I feel like they need to bring it back because everybody's stressed out right now. They need to capitalize off it. But I'm not for it, but I'm not against weed either. They need to just go ahead and make it legal. Like Minor League Baseball stopped caring. They stopped caring. They said weed is no longer part of their drug policy, and they just gonna stick to the hard stuff, which makes sense because I do not know about y'all. I do not want to play baseball against a crackhead. That man would be pitcher and catcher. You're like, how is he doing it? So much energy. All right, my name Nick Nichols. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Yeah! Keep it going for Nick Nichols, everybody! All right, Nick does church shows a lot. This next guy does not. This is the part of the show that's gonna be rough banana. This young man runs the show Rick and Ass on Wednesday nights and runs the Facebook Live show Shut Up and Clap on Sunday nights. Please keep it going for the force that is Colby Cusick, everybody!
Oh, yeah. Hey, clap for Ben and let everybody. Oh my God. Yeah, clap for the Rhino. Give money to the Rhino. Oh, God, this feels good. Oh. It's been a while. And I should do more church shows. I love Jesus. Come on, my buddy G's, good guy. We get fucked up together. Hell yeah. Rhino's closed. Oh, it's been sad. So sad. I can't go to my favorite places. I can't go to the dog track. I can't go to the roller skating rink to sell PCP to 11-year-olds. Why? There's no more gangbangs anymore. No! Why? Come on, we all love gangbangs. Come on, Ben's Nana, you love gangbangs. Come on! Hell yeah! We all have a familiar phrase like gang, you bang. We all love gangbangs. Come on! I love a big gangman. Have I been to a no? Have I seen one on the internet? Yeah. Do I like the sex part of it? Yeah. No. Lady trap full of dicks. God bless her. What a lady. What a nice lady. No, I'm in for the scary man in a gangbang, the filthy degenerates in a gangbang. Like a guy who's in a bowling league and owns a whole mess of snakes. Or an assistant manager at GameStop, if you asked him what his favorite movie is, he'd say Boondock Saints 2, All Saints Day, hell fucking yeah. Or like a guy who lost all his child beauty pageant winnings because he bet money on women's softball, you know? That one was hard to spit out. Whoa! And people are all saying, the Olympics can't happen. What about the World Gangbang Championships? Yeah! That's real good. It's really real good. I saw the 30th World Gangbang Championships, best one. They finally worked out the kinks. The second one, this one, ooh. Who won? America did. Suck it! Yeah! We beat Brazil is better than winning the World Cup. The lady that won, her name is Lisa Sparks, SPARXXX. She fucked 919 dudes in 12 hours. Yeah! A feat of strength and patience and empathy for these sad men. What a lady! What a lady! The lady that got second only fucked 898 dudes, and that had to be heartbreaking. No! You're training so hard for the World Gangbang Championships. Getting up every day, rising and grinding, literally. Yeah! Then you're up there at the podium, and the girl that won gold's all happy, and the girl that won bronze is dead. Tragedy every time. But 992, that's a lot of scary, man. Yeah, good. They're all in a line. They're all up in a line, like up against the wall, like sad 8th graders in a middle school dance. And they're all jerking off. You gotta jerk off. You gotta stay hard. It's like being in the Air National Guard. You gotta be ready at any moment. You're a weekend warrior. Come on. Yeah, citizen soldier. You know. Good song, man. I can't remember the name of that band. All right, played it before all the movies. Whatever. They're all naked. They're all naked. Oh, they're all naked except for some dudes who are just wearing a t-shirt and nothing else, like a fat kid in a pool. But just say it. Come on, live your truth. Come on. Oh. You're worried about your hair nipples. what about that guy? He's got 8 balls. The balls are 4 men in his sack. And he's flopping around all loosey-goosey like it's the Powerball in there. So they're all jerking off and all thinking that was long, so I'm assuming they have to use pole toss with each other to pass the time. So they're like, oh, this line's long, son of a bitch. Oh, they should have a fast pass for this. Why don't they have a fast pass? Oh, nice to meet you, Jim. Hell of a handshake. Oh, God. Oh, did you know where to go when you got here? I had no idea at all. I walked into a random hotel conference room. It was a taping of Antiques Roadshow. Pretty hot still. Oh, God. Oh, you're in a fanny pack. That's a good idea. My phone and my keys are in my ass. Son of a bitch, it hurts. Every step is pain. Oh, whatever happened to that sham wow bastard? He was cool. He should be in more commercials. I'm tired of this lizard. I'm tired of this flow lady. I was gonna say something worse, but I don't want to do it. You're a new friend. I don't want to do that. Oh, Beach Boy. Oh, God. I want one of them big green egg grills. You ever seen those? Hell of a thing. You can make a fucking pizza on that thing. I like going to Sears for those deals. Yeah, Sears. No one's ever in there. I did peyote and ran naked on a treadmill for 3 days. Nobody said a fucking word to me. Hell yeah. Anyway, when I get up there, I call the armpits. Those are mine. My armpits. Mine. Mine. I'm part of the pit crew. Yeah. We just fuck people's armpits and then make that drill noise. We like having a good time. God, I'm sweating. Anyway, we're good friends. Hey, come by the house. We're having a birthday party for my kid. Yeah. Come meet my family. Just don't mention me, man. The world's biggest fuck party. All right. Whatever. I'm done now. Hooray!
Keep it going for the Force. That's Colby Cusick! Yeah! This next guy coming up, he runs the Cool Baby Comedy Podcast and the show, and he got second at the Cleveland Comedy Festival. Keep it going for Aaron Naylor, everybody!
Good. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming to Facebook for this. That's pretty cool. We're all pumped to see ya. A lot of religious people watching tonight, I'm sure. I'm not religious, but my favorite creation myth is that my parents were in love. Take that, Dwight and Leslie, you fucking idiots. All right. It's real cool when you write that joke like 2 weeks before your dad actually tells you he didn't mean to marry your mom. Really on point. The moral of my life is don't get pregnant with twins on the second date. You guys writing any of this down? Keep notes. This is important. You don't want to... I am unemployed and almost 30, doing pretty well. Boy. Good times, a lot of fun. Can you imagine what the world would be like if the back of Abraham Lincoln's head wasn't so recognizable? Just John Wilkes Booth walking around the theater with a penny, like holding it up against people's heads. Like, nah, that's not him. He like broke his leg running away and they still couldn't catch him for a long time. It's pretty cool. There's hope. If anybody wants to kill Trump, they won't catch you. And for a while, they'll catch you in a barn somewhere. So, try it. On a scale from I'm just a normal guy to I'm the son of God, how mentally ill do you think Jesus Christ was? Pretty up there. Very confident young man to die at, when did he die? 32? That's not bad for back then, I guess. I guess back in his day, he was pretty recognizable since he was the only white guy in the Middle East. Really taking it out on our Jewish Lord. Pretty cool to let him have it for one time. He deserves it. Jesus. This whole pandemic turned me into a atheist edgelord, and this is the smell of it. What a shitty transformation that would be. Teeth are the fingernails of the mouth, and I think that's why you should paint them. Is that a good joke? That was on Twitter once, and still probably is. I don't know. We'll see. I think we could solve the public transportation issue in America simply by straightening out the roller coasters. Laugh, Lynn. 64 likes on Twitter. Man, I used to have it all. Can you imagine? I'm going to open up a store that only sells old calendars and call it Those Were the Days. Thank you. Hell of a joke. Tignataro retweeted that one time when I had her account for 2 days. That was cool. I was a thief. You're only supposed to have that for 1 day, but then they forgot, and I had it for 2 days, and then I got drunk and greedy, so fuck it. Got me some much-needed likes. Oh, good. Nobody's getting lit tonight, so everybody's just like going over. I don't want to bother the people at home with more of these. Are these jokes? Lynn? Jokes? Okay, cool. Thank you. Can you imagine if you were shaving your face and you accidentally cut yourself, but instead of blood coming out, it was just more hair? Fucking nightmare. It's like that's where your tail's been this whole time? You devolved? I don't know. I've been doing some shows around. I was in Tennessee recently, and I did a backyard show. And all the comics up before me were like, so what did you guys do during your quarantine? How was your quarantine? I was like, we're all still in quarantine. We're just really shitty people. We're just like gonna kill everybody out of hubris. But I couldn't say anything because I fucking went through 3 airports to get there. So I'm as... We're all the devil in this threesome. Threesome? Whatever. We're having fun. Keep it going for the troops. If you feel like it, you don't have to. It doesn't matter. So I went over 5, so I'm going to do like 5 more. There are no rules in comedy. It doesn't matter anymore. Baghdad sounds like a superhero whose only power is bringing in all the groceries at once. Hell of a joke. Good comedy. Good comedy. Any more, Lynn? You want anything? You want any hot? Which one? All right. So, fucking meltdown. It's mostly probably because I'm 240 pounds in skinny jeans in a place with no fucking AC. It makes my brain sweat too. I got wet brain. So I think they should put black lights in lighthouses so that we can see sperm whales. Wow. Unbelievable.
Give it go for Aaron Naylor, everybody! Oh, this next guy coming up helps run the Cool Baby Comedy Show with Naylor as well, but he also has his comic book, Super Toast Man. Please give it up for Joe Nunnick, everybody!
Hey, how's it going? YouTube, make some noise if you're like me and you think that out of all the Batman villains, the Riddler has got to have the least amount of free time, right? Yeah. Because not only does he have to do all the supervillain stuff like kidnap the governor or, blow up a train station, but he's also got to crank out like 20 to 30 amazing riddles every week. That is a lot of work. I mean, he's got, and not like riddle premises. I'm talking like finished riddles. He's got like finished. He can't go out there with like riddle ideas. He's got to have. No, he's got to. Like half the time he calls up Two-Face. Two-Face calls him up to bust up a jewelry store, and he's like, "Dude, I'd love to, but I really got to hammer out some of these riddles tonight. He's got to go down to Starbucks with his MacBook Pro and just work it out. You know what I mean? He's just got to sit there. He's like, all right, what is blind as a bat, but has 2 legs? God, why the fuck did I decide to be this guy? I could have been anybody else but the Riddler. Why? Maybe the Riddler decided to be the Riddler as like a way to talk to people about things that were hard to talk about in a sort of fun and whimsical way. Like maybe originally he went door to door and knocked on people's door and he was like, hey, riddle me this. What is standing right in front of you and is also a registered sex offender? Yeah, it's me. Yeah. I may be a diddler, but I'm also a Riddler. Yeah. Oh, boy. I saw this recently. They're rebuilding the Titanic. Have you guys heard about this? They're rebuilding the Titanic 2 is going to set sail next year. It's a true story. Look it up. Titanic 2. They're going to get it right this time. I was reading this article, and I was thinking to myself, like, what if that thing sank again? You know? Like, how would they explain that to anybody? Would a guy just come on the intercom of the Titanic, too? Just like, you are not going to believe this. This is embarrassing. I don't even think we have to say what it is. I think you already know. Women and children first, and you saw the movie. Yeah. I can't believe the tagline of the first one was unsinkable. And the tagline of this one was definitely for sure unsinkable this time. That was stupid on us. That was terrible. I'm going to. It's been hard for us comics in this time to do live performances. That's why you guys are watching on YouTube, and that's why the Rhino's closed down. So a lot of us have taken to doing, and we wanted to survive. But a lot of us have taken to doing other creative projects. And one of those projects for me has been this sort of novelized screenplay that I'm working on. And if you wouldn't mind at home on YouTube, I'd like to read a quick passage of my screenplay really quick. Okay? So, thank you. So this is a quick passage from that screenplay. And this is basically a noir film with a sci-fi twist. You know, so modern, television and movies, you can't just do one genre anymore. People have higher entertainment thresholds now. Like Westworld is a Western, but it's also a sci-fi. So this is a noir film with a sci-fi twist, okay? So here's a passage from the screenplay. Here goes. It was quiet in the lobby. The shades were drawn, and the only thing moving in the dim light was the blue smoke of a cigarette. I ticked on the lamp and saw her standing there, a beautiful woman in a soft black dress. Whose funeral? I asked as I struck a match to relight her cigarette, which had gone out the same way one might go out for a drink or to a movie. She smiled softly and exhaled another cloud of smoke, which swirled sexually and mysteriously, like some kind of sexual mystery. Finally, she spoke. Misa thinks you used to ask rude question. Don't you used to have any manners? You're a fiery one, aren't you? What's a beautiful girl like you doing down here all alone in the dark? Almost seems like you're hiding something. Not really. Misa just need fresh air sometimes. So Misa come down to the lobby where she can think, did Misa run into stranger? She was 5.5 feet of sex and dynamite in high heels. I knew from the moment I lit her cigarette it wouldn't be long until I lit that fuse. But part of me worried, to fall in love now, me, a rambler, and a detective, I might just break her heart. I had to know that she was just DTF and nothing more. Excuse me, miss, I didn't catch your name. Who, Misa? Misa name a Wabba Wabba Doody. Right, well, listen, what do you say we go up to my hotel room? I'll make you a drink and you can get out of those heels and slip into something more comfortable. Okie dokie. She was cold and calculating, like a calculator in the Arctic. I followed her up to my room, and in the scant moonlight that flooded through the curtains, she dropped her dress to the ground, and I saw all of her. Why, Miss Duty, I had no idea you were a Gungan. Well, Misa, no, I find it very sexy. Now, forgive me, but which one of these holes, what are these, gills? Where do I stick my, Yusa can stick it wherever. All the same to Misa. Right, well, sorry, I guess I'm just a little nervous. Yusa not hard anymore. Do Yusa not think that Misa attractive? No, I guess the stick it wherever line just kind of, I don't know. I was excited, and now it's like, how many detectives have you been with? I mean, are you gonna fuck me or not? All right, I'm Joe Nunnick. You guys have a good night.
Thank you, Joe Nunnick, everybody! Ooh! Oh, guys, we have one last comment for you tonight, and I am so happy she is here. She helps run the Shut Up and Clap Facebook Live show on Sundays. I was talking about it with Colby, but she is also a fucking TikTok sensation! Give it over from Brittany Thailander!
That's called throwing it back. That's called throwing it back. TikTok sensation. One of these? You know, that's always fun. Give it up for the Rino one last time for putting this on. If you're watching this, please give them money. It is a really important place in the comedy community. It's a place that we can just be very, very sad at. So thank you for letting us into your living rooms, on your laptops, and give it up for me one last time. Oh my God. Headlining this show. Give it for me. Give it up for my breasts. Give it up for me and Caitlin's breasts. Oh, my fat sacks. Give it up for my fat sacks. I spent a very long time picking out this outfit. I wanted to look like a bully from Seventh Heaven, you know? The television show. I didn't watch it, but I know Jessica Biel was in it, and I just want to like bully her and be like, you better smoke this cigarette or else I'm gonna fuck your brother. And Jessica Biel's character was just like, but I wanted to fuck my brother. Remember the show? Oh, man. Which means, I don't know if you could tell, but I used to have a hoop nose ring. You could all tell, right? That I used to have one. It was gold. It was just to let guys know up front that I'm a fucking nightmare. And had to take it out. How's everybody's pandemic going? Good pandemic? Everybody having a good pandemic? How's your screen time lately? There's some people that are in this room and they're still on their phones, so don't feel bad about watching this from home. Yep, getting those numbers up. Screen time's looking good. This is a fairly millennial room. Did we all download TikTok? Did we download it? How do we feel about it? I love it. I love it so much. But my only problem with TikTok is the algorithm is so specific and so rude. It will just show me videos of people being like, are you gay and depressed? And I'm just like, yes, I am gay and depressed. Thank you for the reminder. But they keep me in because they sprinkle in like Shia LaBeouf videos, you know? They give me what I need. Rat tail Shia. That's the Shia LaBeouf I want. I saw a video the other day from this Gen Zer who was like, WAP is actually very insensitive to people who are on depression medication because depression medication tends to make your pussy very dry. And I'm a fairly understanding person, but are you complaining that you're still on your parents' health insurance? Being treated for your depression? I'm sorry that it feels like there's a ShamWow stuck up there, but here I am, single, raw-dawing a pandemic with this depressed, wet, gushy, just, pussy. Come on. We all have our issues. This pandemic hasn't been great for me, I'll have you know. I'm into BDSM, any sexual, other sexual, exuding sexual energy. Anybody into BDSM? The some of that. Their handcuffs. Anybody into that? Anybody into the squeal piggy? Anybody into that? I love that one. Will's like, I love it too. It is frowned upon in a pandemic to spit in somebody else's mouth. But I have to get the pain any way I can, you know? So I've started wearing my retainer again, and I love it. It hurts. My teeth have shifted since high school. I know everybody in this room. And the answer is no. Any gay wads out there? Anybody homosexual? Anybody gay? Anybody gay? Hey, where my homos at? I know this is that was a straight energy. That was so straight. There was golf clap, there was blank stare, and then there was woo, 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 woo. I am bisexual. I am a hero. I am doing God's work. I find myself having a very difficult time dating men lately. Like, I feel like with my bisexuality ebbs and flows. You know, sometimes I'm more into men, sometimes I'm more into women. I just make up the pettiest excuses to not date men. You know, it'll be something very silly like, I don't know, he's just like really invested in the Avengers franchise. Oh boy, I feel like there's a tattoo going on underneath that Patagonia pullover. I feel like that's the situation we have. I don't know, he's got diabetes. Seems like a big commitment. His parents are still together. What do we have in common, you know? But with women, it's completely different. It's like, oh, our star signs are compatible and our pets get along. When can we sign a lease? Come on. You're a mail carrier. I'm a nanny. This could be cute as shit. Come on. Oh, a bunch of pets and plants. That would be fun. I'm gonna leave in just a minute, but I'm clearly just like not a religious person. Could you get that vibe from me right away? I was raised Southern Baptist. Any believers in the white Jesus? Anybody? It was the white one that you guys grew up with? Okay, cool. I was raised Southern Baptist, and I don't believe much from the Bible, but if I believe one thing, it's that Jesus was, in fact, a virgin. Fucking loser, am I right? Okay, fucking nerd! What a nerd Jesus was! Wasn't even fucking! But we all have our kinks, don't we? I know what Jesus's was. Foot stuff. What was with all the washing of the feet? So much washing of the feet in the Bible. And I can just picture it too. You know, like he goes up to Mary Magdalene, OG sex worker of her time, probably invented the blowjob, and he's like, your feet, Mary. They're so dirty, Mary. Oh, they're so dirty. You've been walking around barefoot all day, Mary. Oh, I can see the dust. I can see the dust in between the toes, Mary. It's underneath your toenails, Mary. Please let me wash your feet, Mary. Please, please, please let me wash your feet, Mary. I want to wash them so bad, Mary. You know how Jesus would. And he just like, because like that's the buildup for him. Like that's what he likes. You know what I mean? And Mary is a professional, and she's like, fine, Jesus. You can wash my feet. But it's going to be 40 of whatever currency was in the Bible. And 60 for the disciples to watch. Yeah, that's right. The disciples were cucks. My name is Brittany Tylander. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, everybody. Give it up for Brittany Tylander. Ooh, yes. Oh, my God, guys. This was fucking fun. Wasn't it fucking fun? Do you want to fucking do this in person? Please donate. Keep it going for everyone that you saw tonight. Jack Merriwell, Dayton Bissett, Caitlin Rouse, Nick Nichols, Miguel Ruiz, Colby Cusick, Brittany Tyler, Aaron Naylor, Joe Nennett. There's so many people tonight. And then I'm going to bring back to the stage our Captain America, our Han Solo, our Cedric Diggory, because I know he's a Hufflepuff. Please keep it going for Ben Wint, everybody. Woo!
Bows. Seriously, thank you so much to all the comics. That was absolutely incredible. We're done to our last hour. Actually, we're into our last hour of our telethon. So we're going to switch a camera out. I'm going to still be talking. You're going to lose the video feed for just a second as I come sit down at this desk. Comics, thank you so much for your time and doing that. Please check out all these comedians' stuff. Several of them have albums online. I know Jack Merriwell does. And once shows come back, come see these guys live. That's super important. Comedy is always more fun in person. So, all right. Wow. There are like 3 new pages of people who donated since the last time we checked in. This is absolutely crazy. I'm going to have to like go through them all. All right. We have, you know what? If you weren't watching earlier, I used to be a substitute teacher. I still have bad substitute teacher butcher name energy, so I apologize. It's even worse because I've been talking for almost 12 hours. All right. Thank you to all of these people from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to Jesse Vitmus. Oh, we're off to a bad start. Vitamin. Cruz Barnes. Connor Branson. Oh, hey, that's the Connor I mistakenly credited with giving money earlier. I guilted him into giving money. Tyler O'Neill. Zach Evie, Colby Cusick, what? Yeah, you just saw him. Alexander Tapia, Justin Rogers, Brett Corsi, Liam Sonich, Keith Warren, he's my uncle-in-law. Is that a thing? Your wife's uncle? Is that your uncle-in-law? I love Keith. Yeah. Bridget Moore, Simon and Sarah Shekels, who, can I say how much money they gave? Is that gauche? They gave a lot of, oh my gosh. They gave $500. That's crazy. Holy shit. Mary Warren, Callie Dabrowski. Oh, featuring, I do need to tell this story. Baby Wilder. We received a Facebook message from this couple who met at a concert here. One of them was a photographer, and one of them was here at the concert. They fell in love, and they just gave birth to their baby this week, or 2 weeks ago. So, how about that? If for no other reason, you got to keep the Rhino in business for babies. Danny Wiles, Jen Wachowski, Ryan Brooks, Alexander Boardman. There's so many. Here we go. It's Callie Drabowski and Brady Foster and their baby Wilder. So, like, again, baby Wilder, welcome to the earth. I'm a little disappointed they didn't name the baby River North, but that's fine. You know, you can't win it all. All right. On to page 2 of 3. This is absolutely cuckoo bananas. So, we have Nate Harmon. We have Kate Scott, Jason Corbin, Jennifer Wooten, Hillary Holt, Molly Haddock, Casey Corbin. I wonder if they're related to Riley Corbin, maybe of Faint Heart fame. My voice is starting to really go out here. I lost my place. I'm so tired. Courtney Campbell, Brett Collins, Nikki Owen, Danielle Camino, Teresa DuPont, Drake Heathman, Adam Planas, Natalie Heslop, Janine Baker. This is insane. Thank you guys so much. Wes Willoughby, Caleb Murphy, Rhonda Line, Mark Van Sickle. Hell yeah, Mark. Thank you so much. Kyle Crawford, Mary Weiser, Noah Bartell. He works here. He didn't need to do that. Kimberly DeVries, Rachel Hain, Amy King, Kath Stanley. Oh, good old family friend of mine, Kath Stanley, Amber Lehman. Oh my gosh, Jennifer Long, Carmen Stevenson, Josiah Compost, who also works here, who also taught us about burgers earlier. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to. Do I have a camera feed again yet? Yes. Yeah, you're in there. Oh, okay. So everyone can just see me texting. So thank you so much to all of you. I'm sorry I butchered a lot of your names. It's not personal. I'm sorry if you take it that way. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we are coming up on an end here with comedy now ended. We've got about 43 minutes. Is that right? I can do this. I will rally on. Is that right? Hey, hold on. I got a phone call.
Call from Adam Roberts.
Adam Roberts. Hello.
Hello.
Adam.
I'm trying to place an order to save the Rhino.
This is you got the right place. What size would you like?
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a double XL.
Double XL. That's the only size,
X,
baby.
A triple X.
Triple X. Yeah.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Adam. How are you? Everybody, this is Adam Roberts, who owns and runs Screen Lane Armor down the street. We kind of stole the whole telethon idea from him, so hopefully he's not going to threaten me. Adam, how are you doing?
Legal. Ben, how are you doing?
I'm on a crazy adrenaline high, but I am losing my voice. It's fading fast.
Have you tried cocaine yet, Ben?
No, I'm afraid if I did cocaine as buzzed as I am just from like adrenaline, I'm afraid it would cancel out and I would just fall asleep.
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
It'll go all the way back around.
Yeah, using substances, that's the issue.
That's right. They always say if you have too many stimulants, it becomes a depressant. That's science. How are things going how are things going with Screenland? Adam, tell us about. Well, I've got you on the phone. Plug Screenland. Talk about. I mean, Shocktober. You guys are doing incredible stuff over there.
We're doing a lot of spooky stuff these days. Yeah, it's going. But I'm not calling to talk about me, Ben. I'm talking about the trampoline of life that you are in right now, as you bounce from hour to hour, minute to minute, second to second, as you're in your final 45 minutes.
Yes.
45 minutes.
Yes, the final 45.
How does it feel? Do you feel alive?
You know what?
Are you excited?
It feels great. You know, I'll tell you what was absolutely unreal was the 1-2 punch of being in here for Faint Heart Live and having live drums and bass guitar just blasting at me, and then to kind of like pivot from that to live comedy and have people in a room laughing. It was great. Both of my parents are pretty immunocompromised. My dad's a diabetic cancer survivor. And my mom has lupus. So I've been super duper hardcore lockdown. This is easily the most out and about that I've been. And that is definitely a major variable of my adrenaline high right now. And just seeing all of the different comments from people. I mean, people have been watching just all day. We've never dipped at any point in time. The lowest we've ever had is like about 30 viewers, and we've had quite a bit more at other times. And so just all day long, people have been tuning in. I've been getting texts, and it's really special. It is really special, and I'm really honored to have been a part of it. And my favorite part definitely just getting to experience live music. It reminded me why we're fighting for this, you know?
Yeah. Which is kind of I had a similar experience. Like, ours was much, in the beginning stages of this apocalypse. And it was like the first time I'd really seen anybody or seen anybody do anything. And it was like, oh yeah, live music's awesome, live comedy, live events, talking to people. Like the reason why you do and go out to support each other and arts and really just like it all makes sense. It's like it almost feels like we're in the same room having a beer together, enjoying and having the communal experience.
Yes.
Which is why like saving the Rhino is so important.
Absolutely. It's those little glimmers, those little glimpses of the before times that make you really appreciate. Like the reason we're all so fucking sad. Sorry, that's the first time I said a bad word. I think all 12 hours. Is the reason we're so sad is because we've lost a lot. I mean, like obviously we lost a lot of people, but even in our own sacrifices, we've lost a lot, and we
have a long way to go, and a lot of people don't realize that there's a long way to go. It's not as simple as like schools are open or you can go have dinner in some restaurants.
Absolutely.
It's not as simple as for most of the businesses out there. It's not good times still. It's quite frankly maybe the worst of times because there's no cavalry coming. We all realize that the government's not coming to bail us out.
Right.
Really, again, today I was reading it. Other countries, like particularly most European countries, the cavalry did come for them, and there is still like good paid furlough and businesses assistance for small businesses like movie theaters and live events and things like that. But in America, there's no cavalry coming, and we have to like kind of hunker down, band together, and really like do creative things like this, which takes a ton of effort. And without this, like I mean, a year from now, I mean, can you imagine if there's no Rhino or no Screenlands and no record bars, if there's no venues in town? Because there's a reason why people don't just wake up one day and open a music venue or a comedy club or movie theater. It's a shit ton of work, a shit ton of money, and quite frankly, you don't make a lot.
No, the margins are absolutely razor thin always, even on good months. Yeah.
People just don't realize that, and when you lose these business, a lot of cities are going to lose a whole lot and already are losing a lot, and there's not going to be a lot of people wanting to pick them up and go forward because, quite frankly, it's going to be scarier than ever going forward. Like there's a lot of us know people who own like maybe a salon or even a restaurant or bar because it's not that crazy to do that. The overhead's not insane. The cost of doing business is the same as all the equipment you guys need and the lights and just like the drive. Like you're on an event-based business where every day is an event, and if your event you book and set up fails, you maybe make no money that day, and that's a very scary proposition. And for the last 6 months, you can't do events. So that's why this event is so important. So I hope when people have been here the last almost 12 hours tuning in and out and watching this event, they see that all the same work, even more work, goes into your day-to-day events, and you can't, stop and just chill. There's no chill days.
No.
And today certainly isn't a chill day, but every day like this, the acts you've had in there, comedic and musical acts, that's people's livelihoods. That's people are trying to break into those full-time positions, and some of them people are full-time, comedians and musicians. And without a venue like the Rhino, they don't have a job. There's no prospects for them going forward. And that's a daunting task when you take away the arts. And,
it has such a ripple effect. I think it was the Truman shared a graphic a few months back that really pointed out, it's like, okay, well, if a music venue goes under, then you potentially lose, places for musicians to play. And musicians hire graphic designers to make T-shirts. And the music venue has sound operators and security and bartenders and buys alcohol from liquor distributors. And like we're also connected, and it is definitely causing us, I think, to recognize how fragile everything is. You said something a while back that I definitely latched onto is like, in this particular country, the government's not, the cavalry, as you said, isn't coming, and that's definitely what this is today. We're banding together and saying, like, we're going to will this into existence. This is something that's worth fighting for. And I don't know. I hope that people who have been watching today had a good time, but I hope that they were also reminded of how fragile everything is. And I hope people go like, yeah, I definitely don't want that to be the last time I ever saw something from the Rhino stage. And, looking at the way that they've donated, that certainly seems to be the case. We've got people on board big time.
Yeah,
Adam,
that's tremendous. And,
Adam,
but congratulations, you've almost done it. I won't keep you. I know you got.
I know. I just want to ask you really quick. Yeah, I know you like spooky movies. It's the spooky movie month. What is your favorite horror movie ever?
Oh, you're a real son of a bitch for asking me that. You know that. I won't. I don't think I have a favorite because there's so like I just realized this the other day. So. I constantly, every day, I'm like, what movie do I want to watch today? And I don't ever think about horror films as like, oh, I'm going to watch a horror scary movie. I think of like there's subgenres of them. And to me, there's like, actually, I think my girlfriend, she thinks like all I do is like to watch horror movies, and she's fine with it. But like to me, I'm like, oh no, I'm watching like a horror comedy. So this is like, there's just so many subgenres. So for me, it's not like me watching horror movies all the time. It's me watching, oh, today's a zombie movie or a monster movie or a comedy film or a drama or psychological thriller, or there's so many different subgenres. But I will say, like this year, I've been watching a lot of deeper cuts, a lot of like older films, pre-1970, for example, to try to broaden my horizons a little bit more. And I recently just watched for the very first time The Innocents, which is actually based on The Turn of the Screw, which is the new season of the Netflix show The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh, okay, I'm aware of this film. Yes, I haven't seen this film, but I'm aware of it. Yes.
It was tremendous. It was heartbreaking and incredibly well shot. And I think it's on the Criterion channel right now. So if you want to get a free trial, go watch some of the best.
There you go.
Watch that movie. And then if you haven't seen it for the spooky time, track down 2007's Trick or Treat, not Trick or Treat, which is an awesome heavy metal film.
Trick or Treat is a blast.
Trick or Treat.
Yeah, what a blast.
So those are a couple picks for you. But if you want to see movies indoor, outdoor, online, whatever you want, Screenland's got it, Screenland.com. That's my shameless plug. And I'm always in outdoor movies on the Fridays.
Yeah. Go see an outdoor movie. Go see an indoor movie with a mask. Adam, thank you for calling in. It was great to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Get some rest. You're almost there, buddy. Congratulations.
Peace out. Thank you, man. Take care.
Bye, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, we got 32 minutes left. 32 minutes. Here is your last chance to call in to the telethon. Tell us what you loved. Don't tell us what you hated, please. I'll hang up if I'm too tired for it. But yeah, please call in. Check with us. The number's on the bottom of the screen?
Not yet.
No. It's not. I lied. The number is... It's on Facebook Live. It's 816-775-0089. Give us a call. We got about 30 minutes left. It's almost over. This has been crazy. Think about all the stuff that you saw today. You saw Song Lab. You saw Modern Day Fitzgerald. You saw you saw the Ope Radio music video hour that was incredible. There's more donations still. No. Yes, that's true. But I'm gonna fight this to the end. I'm gonna take calls. I am. They told me that we have more music than we can play, but no. That's the coward's way out. Yes. So again, 816-775-0089. Is it on the screen now? No. I'm very demanding. It's Courtney's leaving. Bye, Courtney. Courtney did so much to help out today. Thank you. We are doing this we need to keep the Rhino open. Oh, I got a phone call.
Call from
Alex Boardman.
Hello.
Hi, it's Alex, your biggest fan.
How's it going, Alex? How are you?
Doing great. We've watched this thing since like 2 p.m. and have enjoyed it very much so. And we just want to save the Rhino. We go there all the time, saw so many shows, hung out with all of our friends, and this has just been a great day.
Dude, too kind. Thank you so much. You've been listening since like 2? That's amazing. Yeah. What have been some of your favorite parts?
Faint Heart, Famous for a Day.
Yeah.
Of course, you.
Thank you. Too kind.
Had me in my feelings, almost freaking crying.
So close.
But yeah, I mean, just every part of it, and the Rhino, the colony, and everything. It's just a huge part of our lives, and it's so great to see everyone supporting and just donating and just keeping that place alive. And we're here for it, and can't wait.
That means so much to me. Thank you so much. And I mean, I'm right there with you. This place means so much to me, and it's truly made me emotional for the last several hours to see the outreach and the support. And dude, weren't Faint Heart just amazing? Like, just getting to see like that set live. The energy, and man, I am so excited for the new record. Well, Alex, thank you so much for calling in. It was so awesome to hear from you, and thank you for watching all day. That's amazing. Wow, very cool. And I'm that makes me happy because that means that we did at least an okay job of providing you with some quality entertainment. So wonderful to hear from you.
All right.
Take care. Be excellent to yourself. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Pieces of paper. Oh, that's right. We got some more donors. Caitlin Rounds, who just performed. CJ Moyer and Zachariah Hege. Thank you so much. That's incredible. We're done on the wire, and you guys are still donating. That's absolutely incredible. The auction is open till midnight. It will close at midnight. I believe we will be announcing winners on social media over the next 24 hours. But you have 28 more minutes. That's it. 28 more minutes. I've got a phone call coming in. Another phone call.
Call from Georgie Victor.
Hey! Hello?
Hey, this is Georgie.
Georgie, how the heck are you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm tired, but I'm happy.
You're doing a great job.
Thank
Everyone
you.
has been doing such a great job.
Did you get to catch the comedy hour?
I did. I tuned into that.
Awesome.
And that made me want to call because the Rhino has been... I met most of those people for the first time at the Rhino. I met Ben. You and I met for the first time at the Rhino.
That's absolutely correct.
So isn't it a place that, so many friends?
Yes.
So done a couple trivia nights there too, which was fun.
Yes. I can't wait to be able to do trivia again. I love hosting trivia, and that will be exceptional. It's awesome that you were watching, and you're right. I have made so many friends from this place, and I'm far from alone in that. This is a place that when you're an adult, it's so hard to make friends. When you're a kid, you just go up to other kids and you go, hi, I'm Ben. Orange is my favorite color. What's your favorite color? And they're like your friends. That's it. But when you're an adult, it's so hard to meet new people. And I don't know what it is about this place, but the energy here kind of just cuts the barrier, and it removes that first degree of awkwardness, and it just feels like it's easier to meet people here. And you're so right.
Yeah.
Almost every single comic who went up tonight, I met here. There were only 2 or 3 that I knew before I started working here, and I forged great relationships with all of them, and it's a really special place.
Yeah. Hey, I've got a question for you.
Oh, I have an answer.
What are they going to open the kitchen again, or what is it going to be?
Yeah, so we had a big
time?
announcement earlier today that's pretty exciting, is that we are actually switching kitchens, and there is a local food truck called Cheesy Street that is going to be taking over permanently as our kitchen. They are a grilled cheese specialty spot. They do all sorts of gourmet grilled cheeses. They also have vegan and gluten-free options, a bunch of side dishes, tomato basil soup, and things like that. And so we're very excited for them to have a brick-and-mortar location, and they'll be able to do carry-out stuff. I think there's talk about trying to partner up with Grubhub or somebody like that to have some degree of delivery as well. So that's actually going to start happening in the next few weeks. But before we're able to do concerts and things like that, we are going to be able to have that. And then also announced earlier today is that Post is going to be taking over our coffee shop. So our coffee shop will be reopening. We will be available as a coffee shop throughout the week in the mornings. And instead of it being specifically run by us, it's going to be run by Post, which is awesome because, honestly, they were our go-to roaster anyway. A lot of the coffee we would use would be Post. So there's a lot of really bright things in the future, definitely.
So I was going to say one last thing.
Yes.
That has been the genius and how I've hooked so many people into coming to the Rhino for the first time. I was like, okay, guys, we have to go because you got your food, you got your drinks, you got your entertainment, you even got coffee if you're feeling tired and stuff.
Yes.
And then people come and then they remember hanging out like us as a friend group. So,
absolutely.
So glad to see you guys taking off again.
Absolutely.
I gotta go.
Georgie, thank you so much for calling. It's nice to hear your voice. I can't wait to see you again. Thank you so much. Very kind. Take care.
Have a good night.
You do. Bye.
Killing it. Bye.
Thank you. Wow, that was another phone call. Georgie's amazing. She's a wonderful stand-up comic. What was I saying before the phone rang? I was saying something, and then the phone rang. I got distracted. But I do think that Georgie did a really good job of bringing something up that we hadn't brought up very much in the last couple hours, which is that there are some very exciting things moving forward as far as reopening our coffee shop, rebranded now as a new location of Post, and the fact that our kitchen is going to be taken over by Cheesy Street. I couldn't be more excited about either thing. I mean, it's really looking up for the Rhino. I'm truly excited for our immediate future. Yeah. If you want to call in, we got just a little bit more time. I can take a couple more calls, maybe 2-3 calls. 816-775-0089 is the number. I believe it's on the bottom of the screen. It's not, but I don't want it there. It is 816-775-0089. Yeah, 816-775-0089. That didn't make it easier to. Yeah, I forgot that the area code is just implied in that one because it's just 8675309, which really, I mean, clearly not an international caller. This is going slightly better than when I made a paper airplane earlier.
It's just a number.
Oh, that's the phone number. 816-775-0089. I recall what I was saying. Our big goal today was to raise enough money to catch up on all of our debt, and then hopefully on top of that, raise enough money to be able to get audiovisual equipment so that we can do streams like this on a regular basis. And I will say, just preliminarily looking at the numbers and depending on how the auctions go down and stuff, it does look like we hit some of our internal goals. We'll keep asking for more money for the next 22 minutes. That's how time works. There's a call coming in.
Call from
Michael Servant.
to accept.
Yes! Hello?
Hello.
Mikey! Oh my gosh.
What's up, man?
If you have been to the Rhino, there's a very good chance that Michael Cervantes was running the door. He's an integral part of our team. I miss Mikey so much. Dude, how are you?
I miss you.
Have you been watching?
Rhino and everything about Rhino.
Right?
I hate that I have 2 weeks into the pandemic. I was like, okay, I want to go to Rhino.
Yeah, no. Like very quickly.
Literally 2 weeks. I was
Yeah.
like, I hate that. It was like a Saturday night. And I was like, I hate that it's like 7 o'clock and that I'm not at Rhino right at this second.
Yes, Kaylee called in earlier and we talked about how it's almost like muscle memory. You're kind of like, okay, it's Saturday evening. I should swing by the Rhino for a little bit, and it's just not there. Yeah.
Precisely, and also it's kind of like I want to say it was Kaylee Rangel that said earlier, it's basically my Cheers.
Absolutely, it really
my
is.
entire circle of friends is somehow related to this awesome, incredible place that has built up for the last few years.
Absolutely. No.
And today has just been awesome seeing all these bands and artists perform and all these comedians who I've sat outside the door and charged people $5 to go see over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, there were probably hardly any new faces to you today. I bet if you watched even a few hours, I'm sure you hardly saw a single person you didn't recognize. Because yeah, exactly, you're the guy who's up front. What were some of your favorite parts, Mikey?
Oh God, I really enjoyed that music video hour that you did for Oak Radio. That was really cool. Also, to be honest, just you. I know this is kind of small thing, but also just you updating with the people giving donations. I was just so happy, oh, thank God, people are donating.
They are, they still are.
I was like, oh, thank God.
There was definitely a moment, about I don't know, 12, 15, where you're like, are people going to give money?
Yeah, and then also, just watching you sit down with Zach and talk about all these things that are going to be happening right now. I'm psyched to see the coffee's coming back, and then I just heard you say that the kitchen's coming back, and that's going to be all brand new.
Yep. It feels good to have things to look forward to.
Yes. I'm so glad that we have things planned. And I just can't wait to see everything back to the way it was. Hopefully
hopefully norm-ish by May.
That is the day that I am like just crossing my fingers and praying like hell for. I'm with you. But it does feel good to know that we're starting to have a game plan between now and then, to make sure that we make it that far. And
It does, because I was worried for a while because I kept waiting and waiting to hear something, and I'm like, please, God, don't close down the Rhino.
Right. No, and I mean, again, that's where I just feel I can't say it enough. Zach Henderson deserves so much credit. I mean, there was a period there where it was looking pretty grim, and he just wouldn't let it go. And so we
I'm
owe
glad
Zach big time.
because it's like the further we get into this thing, the more and more small businesses I see go down.
Absolutely. No, it's
And it's like I'll drive by certain places that I've always seen, and all of a sudden there's a for lease sign there. I'm just like, dang it.
It's heartbreaking, yeah. I mean, like several of my favorite restaurants have closed. I mean, we were marking earlier that we lost Tiki Cat,
Yep.
which was a cool spot. No,
Tiki Cat, Tapcade had to close down.
Dude, Tapcade, yeah, rest in power, King. I mean, like that was such a bummer. I went there every year for my birthday after it opened, and then wasn't able to go this year, which is such a bummer.
Except for the course that one year where you literally threw yourself your own birthday bash at Rhino and booked your own band to play.
I did that because I'm an egomaniac. I'm the kind of person who would talk for 12 hours straight and hold people hostage and ask them to give me money. Yeah, I'm basically a member of Batman's Rogues Gallery. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The narcissist. But I will tell you, Mikey, I will tell you, even that time, I went there for lunch before that concert.
Okay.
Hey, this is really just for me and you, but are you prepared to get your ass kicked in fantasy football this week?
Son of a bitch. If providing, sorry, I don't know if we're supposed to cuss on this or not. Anyway, I'm not going to lie. I kind of just went into this season like, okay, we're probably not going to beat KC.
Yeah, no.
I was hopeful that week we beat the Saints, but then the weeks after that, I was like, okay, maybe I cool it a little bit.
Yeah.
As far as fantasy goes, this has been such a crazy year for the NFL already. We're only week 4 in.
Right.
Like half my team's injured, so yeah. I just accept that I'm probably going to lose tomorrow.
I love to hear that, Mikey. I'm 4-0. You're 0-4. I like to hear it. I love you, buddy, but you're going down tomorrow. Thank you so much for calling in.
I accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's good to talk to you.
Yeah, be sure to send me all sorts of trash talk if it ends up not being right. But, man, I miss you big time. Can't wait to give you a big hug. Thanks for calling in. Take care, man.
Yeah, man. See you, man.
Bye. Woo! That was Michael Cervantes. He's one of our main security guys here. He runs the door, and if you've been to a concert, you've almost 100% interacted with him before. Just a great dude. I just love talking to Mikey. Mikey's just an awesome conversationalist. Love talking movies and sports, and we're in a fantasy football league together. I'm getting a piece of paper. Oh my gosh! Wow, we got like a bunch of people here down in the stretch. We got Leslie Wittenbach. We got Elijah Hurl, who we talked to on the phone earlier. There was a technical difficulty in the middle, but check out his band, Familiar, absolutely incredible. Georgie Victor, who called in just a second ago. Diane McBee of the Hampton McBees. Yes. Did we lose McBee? He's just gone. I don't know where he is. That's okay. Katie Davis and Chris Agarian. Oh man, who is just that's huge. Thank you, Chris. Chris is for people who don't know, he is just the absolute mascot / king of. Except for he wouldn't accept the crown. He's too humble. But everything Kansas City music is better because Chris exists and is involved in the scene. So a donation from Chris is truly that means a lot. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to all of these people. That's incredible. We're taking a couple more calls, 816-775-0089. We have 14 more minutes. 14 more minutes. Probably got time for maybe 2 more phone calls if you want to squeeze one in. That's what she said. 816-775-0089. Or I could talk. I could talk. Here's the truth, though. I do want to say over and over again, thank you for all of our sponsors. Thank you to Crane Brewing. Thank you to Boulevard Brewing. Thank you to Messenger Coffee. Thank you for to Tay's Burger Shack. Yeah, Tay's. How about that? We got a delicious dinner from them. Thank you so much to everyone who's performed. Here's the thing. We really pride ourselves on being a venue that pays artists, I think, compared to a lot of places, pretty well. And every single artist you've seen today was not paid. Every single person donated their time, and that does not go without us noticing. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We can't fill 12 hours of programming. Like, do you remember when I made the paper airplane? That's what it would have been if we hadn't had artists donating their time to this. So thank you so much. And the fact that a bunch of the artists who donated their time also gave money is insane and incredible. And again, I think just speaks to what an important place this is. 816-775-0089 is the number. Taking calls. I love that we still have like almost 30 people watching, even though at this point it's just me talking. I'm sorry, I'm being a computer person. There we go. So I do also want to recap that we looking forward to the immediate future in the coming weeks. We don't have an exact date yet. Please stay tuned. Post is going to be taking over the coffee shop sooner than later, and same with Cheesy Street. I mean, we already have signage up for Cheesy Street, so we don't have a date for either yet, but please be checking social media for both, because that is right around the corner. I've got a phone call coming in.
Call from
Wes.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, Wes, how's it going?
Oh, doing fantastic, man. How about y'all?
Dude, I'm running out of energy, but in general, I'm very happy and very proud of what we were able to do today. Have you been watching for a minute?
Yeah. 12 hours long shift, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I watched earlier today, and I bopped in listeners, like probably top 10, like my all-time favorite band.
Dude, they're
so,
unreal.
Like, I had to bop in whenever they were playing, so like I'm in Music City, Nashville, and I felt like I needed to like donate something to you guys, and I appreciate what y'all do. I bet this is a fantastic venue. Just based on what I've seen today, it's powerful in my opinion.
Well, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. That's incredible that you did that, and I'm so glad that we were able to catch your attention. I totally agree on Listener, man. That band, they're absolutely incredible. We're connected to them because John Terry, their guitarist, he actually runs front of house sound for us sometimes. And man, I will tell you, not to brag, but being in here for that set when we were filming it was electric. I felt it in my bones. I just thought they totally crushed it. But no, I mean, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you for donating, and thank you for calling in. Hopefully when this is all over, sometime you cut through Kansas City, we can get you out to a show.
Absolutely, man. Like I saw them last year at Exit In, I feel like, in Nashville.
Okay.
It was a stellar experience. It's fantastic. I hope at some point that I make it up to Kansas City to see y'all and watch them at the Rino, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We'd love to have them back, and that would be so cool if that ends up happening. If that happens, I'll probably be running front of house. Come over and shake my hand, okay?
Absolutely. Take it easy. Love
Wes,
y'all.
thank you so much. Take care. That was like legitimately amazing. We have listeners from outside of the Kansas City area entirely who paid attention and maybe even learned about the Rino today. So just another way that this was just an absolute smashing success. Zach's coming over with a piece of paper. If it says there's only 10 more minutes, I know. I'm very aware. Oh my gosh. Amber Affleck and Colby. He's Colby sitting in the corner over there, and he donated money. Colby. Peter. Oh my gosh. What? Peter. Not Pete. Amber and Peter Affleck. Yeah. Part of Team Rino. Peter often actually runs front of house sound for us as well when he's part of our rotation staff. Probably got time for one more phone call. If you've been thinking about calling in and have something you want to get off your chest, feel free. We got 9 more minutes. The number is 816-775-0089. 0089. My name is Ben Wendt. I'm the production manager of the Rhino. We have been going since noon today. We are closing in on 12 hours, and I cannot say the word thank you enough. I cannot thank Alex Garnett of the Triceratops Room for running audio enough. I cannot thank Ben McBee for doing video enough. I cannot thank Zach Henderson, owner of the Rhino, for everything he's done, graphic design, calling out people and reaching out to them, making sure that the crew was fed today. Our friend Abby, our friend Courtney, all of the people who come in and helped kind of be our relief pitchers. Micah Elgin V of Monterey Fitzgerald, who gave an incredible musical performance, but has also been helping kind of run B-roll on social media and was integral in getting this thing organized. Every single one of these people on these pieces of paper, I know I'm wadding it up, but I'm not wadding it up in my heart, if that makes any sense. We want to thank our wives for putting up with us. My wife had to watch, during the Corona times, had to watch a 4-year-old and a 1.5-year-old all day by herself today. She's a school teacher. This is her day off. So yes, thank you to our family, our spouses, our significant others for having our backs and for believing in us and chasing this crazy dream. You know, Adam Roberts of Screenlane called in earlier. He said it very well, is that I think people see music venues and movie theaters and these entertainment hubs, and they see how much cash goes in and out. They're watching the dollar bills at the bar and stuff, but what they're maybe not aware of are the margins, that the margins are so tight, and you don't get into an entertainment venue because you want to make a bunch of money. You do it because, well, if you do, you're foolish. You do it because you care. And I hope that today you have seen from me and my friends that we couldn't care more than we do. If I cared any more than I do, I would explode like a meat piñata. I just could not care any bigger, any harder, any deeper than I do about the Rhino, about Kansas City's music scene, about Kansas City's comedy scene. And I hope that even though we were remote, that we felt close. I hope that even though this was televised, that it got through and you felt it, because we definitely felt it here. And I mean, I just can't even explain. I'm gonna have a very hard, as tired as I am, I'm gonna have a very hard time sleeping tonight because my heart is so full and I am full of so much just positive energy after everything that just happened. I mean, I got to see one of my favorite bands in the whole world, Faint Heart, live in this room. I felt the kick drum in my chest, and that's what it's about. It's about the energy, it's about the connections, it's about the friendship, and we can't lose track of that. Because right now things are really tough, they're really hard, they're very sad, they're very draining. And instead of dwelling on that, instead of dwelling on the fact that we feel tired, it's so important to look ahead and to recognize what we're fighting for and ask ourselves how to get there. And today, what happened was a whole bunch of dreamers, a whole bunch of just weird artists brought together their own unique, specific skills. And I mean, like, I just couldn't, I've got a call coming in, interrupting my rambling monologue.
Call from
Steve Garcia.
To accept, press 1.
Yes! Hello!
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, I've got 5 minutes left!
I know.
You are closing out the Rhino Telethon! You snuck in! Your amazing band was part of our first ever show back a few years ago, and now you're closing out the Telethon. How's it feel?
Well, I just wanted to share this really hilarious thing.
Tell me, please do.
So, yeah, I was letting people know that I was watching the Rhino Telethon, and people were like, what?
It's a crazy sentence to say out loud.
Yeah, they're saying, why are you doing that? Why would you do that? That's disgusting. That is sick. And I'm like, the Rhino in North Kansas City? They're like, oh, I thought you meant Republican in name only.
the Jeb Bush telethon.
Exactly. And they're like, why would you contribute to such a thing? That is, I don't think I know you.
That's
like, why
amazing.
would you do that? Yeah. So I really wanted to share that because I thought.
I'm glad you did. Yeah, our mascot is a triceratops instead of an elephant. That's how I would clear it up next time, probably.
You can see where the confusion happens.
I absolutely see it. I love it.
So,
How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, man. Just really glad to see that this is happening and coming through. And anyway, I just wanted to share that because that was just hilarious, and I thought that you'd get a huge kick out of it.
I did.
So.
I'm so glad you shared that. What a wonderful anecdote. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. I miss you. I can't wait to see your band again. It'll be great to have Deco Auto back one of these days when we when we have live music in person again.
We'll do it sometime next year. It'll be great.
Absolutely, dude. And I will have a Coke Zero for you. Okay?
Oh, you're the best. All right.
All right. Take care, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. We've got 3 minutes left. Maybe even a little bit less than 3 minutes.
Time to shave your head.
Time to shave my head.
No, I'm kidding.
If I was going to do that, I would have done that way earlier.
No, we wouldn't
My hair is so hot. I sweated so much because of this hair. If I were to shave my head now, it'd be like that scene in Napoleon Dynamite where Pedro's like taking the hot bath and then shaves his head. Like, it's like, why now? We've got less than 3 minutes left. 2 minutes now. We are down to the last 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. We can do this. We can do this. So, one more time, I just want to thank everybody that we had involved. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to thank Crane Brewing. I want to thank Boulevard Brewing, Taste Burger Shack, Messenger Coffee. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to our 2 new business partners, Post Coffee, who's going to be taking over our coffee shop. We are going to once again have a coffee shop, and that makes me so happy. I want to give a shout out to Cheesy Street, who's taking over our kitchen. It's going to be exceptional. I cannot wait to have that. I cannot wait to, I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't wait to have a vegan cheese sandwich with extra bacon. I'm so excited for that. And again, there aren't enough thank yous for the crew who made this happen. I'm really good at talking for a long period of time. That's my skill. And everybody else had all of the other skills. The audio, the video, the graphic design, the organization, the vision. I was just the one who's good at talking. And there's only a minute left. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. I'm going to make it. I'm not going to die on air. I'm not going to die on air. How about that? Wow. So.
Can you give me like a 5-second countdown?
Yes, when it's almost time. Does anybody have an actual clock out or a watch? How much time is left?
What's an actual clock?
Let's just, I'm going to wait until it says open time and date. 25, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. That's an empty piece of paper. No, Abby, don't hit it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Oh my God! 2020's over! It's 2021! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! 2020's over! We did it! We killed it! It's dead! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! It's not.
No, it's still 2020.
Did we at least save the Rhino? To be continued. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Mwah! Kill the feed. Kill it dead. Kill it. Thank you.